Welcome back to Uber John's Rodeo. Here we go. We're going to be taking a little trip. Uh, Currently, we're in the BJ's parking lot in Pasadena, Maryland. And looks like we're live. Welcome back to Uber John's Rodeo. Excellent. So we've got, we're online with Lyft. We're online with Uber. See what we got going on. We got Maestro working. We got Uber driver. We got Lyft driver. We got it all going on. Woo! So hopefully that'll be a good meme. Had a lot of interesting things happening over the last couple of weeks with the passing of my wife's father and the subsequent funeral, and now with dealing with all the things that go along with that. It's kind of a tough time right now for my wife, so any prayers that you guys might have for her, that would be awesome. And I got stuff flying around here. So we've got the new phone in place now, the Moto G, and I'm really not sure what the name of it is. There's so many different phones out there, but this Motorola phone is the bomb. I'm starting to like it more than I like my iPhone, but it is a little bit more confusing to try and use. It's not as intuitive as the iPhone 6 or 8, or any iPhone for that matter. The iPhones are pretty easy to figure out, but because I've been trained in iPhone, that kind of makes it difficult to move into one of the Androids, only because they do things a little bit differently in how they do it. But once you start to get it, it does become intuitive. I just like the fact that I can sign in by going zip, zap, zip on there, and having it go online with that, just a zing, 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 zing on my phone to log in. Or I can do facial recognition, or I can do fingerprint. Fingerprint isn't as fun. Just, you touch it, it turns on, and you can go zing, 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 and turn that phone on. So we got a lot of stuff going on in the news with all the crazy stuff politically. I'm trying to keep my mind off of that. I do a lot of studying of that when I'm offline, and go through and do some research just to try and figure out who's telling the truth and who's not. And it makes it a little more interesting when you watch TV. You know if the person is lying or if they're not lying based on all of the other information. And it's not easy to tell who's doing what. I thought it was very interesting today to find out that Lanny Davis was the attorney for Michael Cohen, which is, it's crazy. For those of you that are millennials, you don't know who Lanny Davis is, but Lanny Davis is a huckster for the Clintons, and has been involved with Hillary Clinton from day one, 25, 30 years ago, and is pretty much a carnival barker for everything Democratic. And I thought that was hilarious that they've got somebody on Hillary Clinton's payroll is the attorney for the guy that's going after Trump. This whole thing stinks. But they sure got going, singing like a bird on stuff true or untrue, doesn't matter. He's talking, baby. But certainly he is not the brightest bulb on the tree. He might not even be a bulb that's turned on if he's hiring Lanny Davis, who's like opposition research dean of students. Kind of crazy. But it's fun to watch. We live in a pretty exciting time where we can watch crazy stuff. I just hope that when everything is said and done, that we still have laws that we have to abide by, and that we don't just become anarchy, as the Antifa is trying to do by just going around beating up innocent people rather than making their voice heard with logical arguments. And but I guess it's hard to get logical when you're trying to be a fascist. Not a whole lot of logic to that, but who are you going to call? What are you going to do? Everybody's got an idea on how things should be, and if only everyone would make me the king, everybody would be happy. So there we go. I'm for monarchy, where Uber John is the king. No more bad things happening for anybody. That would be way cool. But except the people that opposed me being king, and then we'd have to take them out. There's a lot of crazy stuff that's going on in the world. I'm really kind of glad that I'm not in charge, because to be in charge means that half the people automatically hate you and want to kill you, and the other half of the people love you. And to me, that's a little schizophrenic. I want everyone to love me. So all of you trolls out there, you better be trolling with some love. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, it was taught to me a long time ago that your right to swing your fist ends where my face begins. And if we all kind of try and live like that, it makes things a lot easier. But we'll see. It's still a great country. So we're coming to the end of the summer, and coming into the fall. Be heading down to the beach in a couple of weeks, and heading down for my yearly session at the beach. Secret code for those of you that know me. And I've got my righteous beard is almost completely filled in. I cut it a little bit low right here. We're letting it grow up into the cheeks so it can be massive. And then we'll talk about having a contest to shave it and see how that works. But right now it's going pretty good. Not very itchy. I wasn't really surprised about it, but it's all white. I'm officially a geezer. Oh my God. You know, it's weird. You look in the mirror, you see an old guy, but you feel like you're 20. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shouldn't I feel a whole lot different in my head? But I don't. I guess it's because I've never really grown up. You know what? I think I'm going to pull in and get an iced coffee. Get myself a nice, big iced coffee. So we're going to do the drive-thru at Starbucks. This is a crazy Starbucks. If you look, you can see that the parking lot is full. It's 11:40 in the afternoon. Parking lot's full. Full. It's crazy. I don't understand how a business can just sell coffee and just fill up every day. I think they may put crack in their coffee as well. That's what it is. It's the addictive crack along with the caffeine. Maybe even a little heroin. Yeah, that's the linguistic term for heroin. Heroin. Get some heroin. Crazy, dude. If you're doing drugs out there, stop it right now. Man, there is way too much fun to be had in this life than to be doing that. I definitely see lots of issues. This place around here, Anne Arundel County, it's a bad heroin problem. It's not as bad as in West Virginia, meth and whatnot, but it's bad. We have a lot of heroin deaths. It's amazing. When I was growing up in the 60s, we heard about heroin, but that was just, you know, you heard about drug addicts, these junkies that would do drugs, and it was You just wonder, why? Well, everybody's got issues. Everybody's got things that they're trying not to have to deal with, and a lot of things are pretty horrible out there. But you don't really have to. You don't have to really go there. There's places to go to get help and make your life everything that it could be. So let's order iced coffee.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks. What can I serve you today?
I would like a Trenta iced coffee.
Try the iced coffee. Anything else?
Just put some heavy cream in it, but no sweetener.
Okay, with no sweetener.
Yeah.
But with heavy cream.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it.
Go ahead and come around to the window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you could just get that guy in front of me out of the way, I'd come right around to the window. Sorry. I know you heard that, though. All right. So we're logging on to Twitch. We are going to see what's happening. Over 2,000 views. Not bad. $2K views. So we're going to pull that, push that, drink the rest of this. Save space in your trash can, because if you do that and you seal it, it stays small. Ooh. That's a bottle hack. Who's the guy that does the life hacking online? That's Bottle Hack. Whoop. Keep your trash can short. So, oh, wait a minute. Is that the live view? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh, darn it. 2, 43, 44. I am guessing that it's about 40 seconds. What to do? Dang it. Somebody called in between, so I had to hang up on him quick. That'll teach him to call me. That'll teach you to try and reach out to me and tell me what's going on. I'll hang right up on you. Doggone it. Let's get some good video here for Jamie. Jamie, here's some faces for you. It's good stuff right there. See how that works out for me. Looks a little bit dark on here. Let's see. That's a little better. Oh, gotta be careful. Get cut off for being something. Go something. You know, people that are live streaming ought to be afraid to say anything, because everything's offensive to somebody. So if you're somebody that's offended by anything, you're offending me. The fact that you're offended offends me. You're an offensive, offended offender. So stop offending me by being offended by anything that anybody says that has to do with race, creed, color, gender, religion, or anything else. Time to get my Starbucks on. Hello.
It's going to be $3.87.
It is. All right. Whoops. Thank you.
One more time. Didn't go through.
Oh, why'd you do that?
I know.
If you charge me twice, I'm going to have to double back around and get another one.
There we go.
Thank you so much. All right. All right, I got my iced coffee working. Let's make sure my straw isn't broken. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Uber John's Rodeo. All right, we're back. Have not gotten a ride yet. It's a little bit dead on the western front. So we have the Lyft and the Uber on using the program Maestro. So any of you people out there that are watching that are Uber drivers, you guys can certainly check this out. You can't get it if you have an iPhone, which is part of the reason why I bought an Android, was so that I could get this program. The program is called Maestro, M-Y-S-T-R-O, and what it does is once you log into your Uber and Lyft apps, what it does is you log into Maestro and it will open up both of those apps. It will turn them on. So when you go on Uber and Lyft, you turn it on in order to get live calls or live trips. You turn it off if you don't want any. So what you do is you open up both of the apps, you turn them on, and then you just get them to come up. Then you turn on the Maestro app. And the Maestro app, when you go online, it opens up, it turns all of them on so that you can accept trips. What it's supposed to do is then take and auto accept the first trip that you get, and then cancel off any other trips that come from the other ones. It turns the other app off. So if you're on Uber, you get an Uber hit, it turns off Lyft so that Lyft can't accept anymore. Then when you finish the ride, then Lyft will actually turn back on. It'll turn Lyft back on. So we're going to take a break here for a few minutes, and I will be back on in about 20 minutes. So hopefully there will be somebody with us, because it didn't look like there's anybody on watching yet. But we'll get started again. See you next time on Uber John.